Me a text. Mary and Bill, you motivated me to do my first open mic. I totally bombed, but it was 100% addictive.
Good for you.
There you go.
Lots
That's
more
all
bombs
you need.
to come, buddy.
Right? Or ma'am.
Or ma'am. Well, buddy, you can be a buddy and a woman.
Can you?
Yeah.
You call your female friends buddy?
Sure.
Do you?
No. I call my female friends my best friends.
You can. Yeah, all your female friends. Best friends. Yes.
All three of them.
That's right. People are already asking me about the Alan Cox Show comedy tour and if that will happen this year. And I start to get, because it's usually a springtime show, and I start to get questions from people around the holidays. So over Christmas, I had a lot of people asking, because I don't know, maybe they want to plan that far ahead. But people have asked me repeatedly if it is happening this year. Yeah, maybe it'll happen this year. I don't know. Last year was the 10th one,
I know.
and I thought, well, you know, let's end it on a high note. Did a huge show at the Masonic.
1,700 or
Steve
something?
Byrne came in, and I thought, well, I simply can't do better than this. And then the company said, hey, you should probably keep doing it. I go, listen, I serve at the pleasure of the king, so we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, of course we'll do one. Why
Get a
wouldn't
bunch
we?
of dislocated comedians to come in.
Yeah.
Who knows, right? Hey, you remember Chris Hansen?
Never
Remember
heard
that
of
guy?
him.
To Catch a Predator.
Have a seat right over there.
Have a seat right over there. It's funny you mention that because he has a YouTube show called Have a Seat with Chris Hansen.
No one wants to have a seat with you, Chris Hansen.
But this is all the guy's got. Like, he's still trying to trade. He got in all kinds of financial trouble, and he got sued. He lost his gig initially because he was, like, porking some NBC reporter in Tampa behind his wife's back or something. Things have not gone well for Chris Hansen. Some guy sued him because he bounced checks with the guy's company because he was trying to
Some
make...
mugs or something?
Yeah, to Catch
Merch.
a Predator merch.
To merch a predator.
He's still trying to get this whole thing going. So his YouTube show is called Have a Seat with Chris Hansen. Some of our younger listeners might know a YouTuber by the name of Onision. You ever heard of Onision, Poundcake?
I have not.
I guess he goes by a bunch of different names, but this is a guy who's 34, and he's another one of these YouTubers who has been accused of grooming underage girls. You know, these guys get on YouTube, stumble ass backwards into some popularity, don't know what to do with it, and they start talking to teenage girls because that's primarily your demographic.
Oh, he looks creepy.
Now, when you say grooming, they're brushing their hair, clipping their toenails.
Washing their teeth.
Okay.
Washing their teeth.
With a loofah, obviously. It's the only way.
Polishing their hooves. Child grooming and emotional abuse. He's married, and his wife is being accused of similar stuff. He says it's just a disgruntled fan who's accusing him of all these things. Well, anyway, Chris Hansen showed up at the guy's door because he's trying to get content for this YouTube show, and the guy calls 911. Says, Chris Hansen's at my door.
911, what are you reporting?
Hi, there's a person who's been stalking me online, and they just showed up to my house.
What's your address? Is that a house?
Yeah.
Okay, and they're outside now?
Yes, they're knocking on my door.
Okay. And do you know if they have any weapons?
They have a bunch of camera people, like they're YouTube stalkers.
Okay. But no weapons seen?
I didn't see any weapons. I just saw like
Okay.
6 guys.
Only Chris Hansen's razor sharp wit.
Have they liked and subscribed? Have they left a comment?
Yeah, that's right. What's your name, sir?
I am Dr. Penis.
Chris Hansen's at my door.
in my driveway.
He's rolling
and one
deep.
of them is
6
knocking on
cameras?
my door.
Okay, 1 second here.
Have a seat right over there, sir. That's a lot of typing.
I know.
Like, bitch, I could be dead right now. Sit over there.
And
1
the
second,
one
sir.
that's knocking on your door, is he the main one that you said has been stalking you?
Yes, he's a stalker. He's yelling things at me through the door right now.
Okay, and what do we know?
Have a seat! Have a seat! Have a seat!
Sir, is this a literal troll or?
Try the cookies! I got lemonade for you! I don't hear anybody yelling.
Yeah. Have you been grooming people on YouTube? Underage girls, perhaps?
Leslie.
What if she was in on it?
Leslie, age 14, said you brought her Arby's. Did you bring her Arby's? Because they always bring some type of fast food. Like, hey, I stopped at Long John Silver's on the way.
Sir, she reported that you have the meats. Is that...
I'm looking at your chat log, and it says, I have the meats.
Honestly, that's the creepiest part about it all. Like, hey, I drove 16 hours, and I picked you up Subway. Like,
I like to think-
ew.
I like-
You think the creepiest part about a guy
Subway.
driving to have sex with an underage girl
It's
is
all
the
creepy.
is the food that he brought? This is what you
You know
just
what,
said.
though? I mean, I'm not against what he's
It's
saying.
icing on the cake, though. Like, it's like
I
on top
agree.
of that,
It's-
you have the unmitigated gall to
It
stop
is,
at a
but
fast
it is
food
not
restaurant.
the grossest part
Yes.
of the whole thing.
I'm just saying,
It would be
it's
gross
not-
if he showed up with a Happy Meal. That would be pretty gross.
It's all pretty gross, but yeah, the
But I know-
underage sex is the grossest part.
I understand, but they don't get near. I'm glad it's a sting because that doesn't actually happen. It would be gross if he succeeded in what he did, but the fact that he drove 16 hours, then he's like, I'm hungry.
All right, the intent to have sex with an underage person
I don't know,
is
man.
still grosser than bringing someone
Subway.
some food.
Well, most Subways, if you're driving that far, are in gas stations, and that's pretty gross.
Well, you
Gas
gotta be
station,
careful.
Subway.
Safety first.
Or if they're
All I'm
like,
saying.
The chat log here says, I'm bringing a foot long. Oh, he meant that literally. Oh, so he did.
could be really gross if he got it before he left, so he drove with it the whole time in the car and it just sat.
I guess it just goes to show you how overtly suggestive fast food marketing is.
Oh, 100%.
Home of the Whopper.
Yep.
I'm bringing a foot long.
Special sauce.
Special sauce.
If I didn't ask you to bring
I'm loving it,
anything,
yeah.
like along with the condoms and lube that the kids allegedly tell you to bring, you think they just tied in, oh yeah, can you stop at like McDonald's and get me like a McGangbang or something?
A
Like
4 for $4.
yeah, like on top of that, like don't bring any extra stuff. Don't bring any extra stuff.
Do we have the 911 call? Do we have Chris Hansen's?
Probably didn't air
Like
yet.
he probably posted this on. I think he posted it already on YouTube, right?
Well, he posted the 911 call.
Oh, he posted it all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Know his name at all?
It's Chris Hansen.
Okay, Hansen.
Hansen, yeah. Hansen.
And then Chris.
Be funny. She's like, oh my God, not the Chris. Sir, can you get his autograph? Sir, get it.
Did he tell you to have a seat right over
Okay, is he
there?
white, black, Asian, Hispanic?
He's white.
Okay, do we know
He's
how old he is?
older. He's like probably 58, 60.
Okay,
something like
how
that.
tall?
He's like, how dare you? Excuse me?
He's like,
How
oh,
about you have a
burn.
seat and guess my right age, a-hole?
Would you get a bowl of soup because you couldn't guess his age?
You're really good at guessing ages, you know when they're 14.
Yeah. He is 60. Chris Hansen's 60 years old.
68.
Probably 5'10", 5'11".
Okay, thin, medium, or heavy?
Thin, medium, or heavy. Careful.
Fit
Was he
AF.
talking about like why he was stalking you or anything like
TV
that?
skinny.
Car here. What are you doing?
Yeah, there's like a. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in the driveway.
Okay.
You're right. He is rolling deep.
That's what I'm saying.
He's got a whole crew with him.
He's squat up. He's like, run up. I dare you. I dare you. You're going to have many
Squat
seats.
up.
You can have several seats.
That's right. Take several seats, sir.
Each person pulls out a stool.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't.
Well, anyway, I want to,
Someone,
have a seat
there's
with
a-
Chris Hansen is
an
his
18
his web show on YouTube.
911, what are you reporting?
Hi, there's a person who's been stalking me.
Oh, this
online
shows him
and just
walking
showed
up to the
knocking
house,
on my door.
knocking on the
Okay.
door. Shows
And
the
do you know if they have
exterior.
any weapons?
They
We just
have a
wanna talk to you.
knocking on my door.
And the one that's knocking on your door, is he the main one that you said has been stalking you?
Yes, he's a stalker. He's yelling. He's yelling things at me through the door right now.
Man, this poor dog is doing everything in his power. He's like, dude, pay attention to me. There's danger. You're on the phone. He's just trying to help.
Greg was not unfamiliar to the local law enforcement authorities here. They were aware of his
He's looking a little ragged, too. He
Chris
looks like
Hansen?
maybe he's doing some drinking. I mean, I guess To Catch a Predator was probably 15 years ago when
Yeah.
it first started,
I
right?
feel like it was more than that.
It was like a segment
Wasn't it on TV?
Yeah.
that spun off into its own thing.
YouTube antics, the allegations of inappropriate contact with young women. The other thing that stands out to me is that
But like the sheriff's department is there. How does that work? You can just go up to a guy's house and go, "I'm Chris Hansen, and I heard you were trying to get 13-year-olds on YouTube," and the cops are there.
It's not illegal to knock on someone's door, is it?
No, but with a camera crew, and I mean, the dude doesn't come to the door; he just looks out, I guess.
He tells you to leave. You have to because it's private property. But I think you can just go knock. That's how Jehovah's Witnesses get people, right?
Jehovah's Witnesses from Star Wars.
Yes.
Plus,
Oh boy.
He was slugging around, and he comes to your door. He's like, "Give him my belly," right?
Well, that's
Isn't
Fat
that-
Bastard. Yeah, it's pretty close.
That's how the movie goes.
Yeah. Right.
Don't you
Jehovah's
watch,
Witness.
Don't you watch the news teams where they're like, I am the investigator, and they always show
Carl
the footage
Monday.
of
The
them,
I team.
Yep, they're like, sir, we know you've been touching kids.
Right.
Yeah, but they
I
just
know
do,
you've been masturbating at the library.
they just do that for the promo.
I
They
know.
don't even need the guy to open the door. We ask the tough questions. Yeah, you ask the
You
questions.
scream
but-
at the door.
Right. Do you have anything to say, sir?
How do magnets work? Answer me!
Come out and face Shaggy Too Dope.
I got water
While
and
you're
fire
on-
here. You need
That's
to show
right.
me something.
Water, fire, air, and dirt. In magnets, how do they work?
On your side.
Greg is about it.
Magnets on your side.
Carl Monday was at a show of mine one time. Well, not my show, but he was in the audience, and he came up to me
Humble
afterwards.
brag.
Well, he came up to me afterwards, and I was selling merch. And I'm like, "Oh my god, Carl Monday's about to tell me how funny I am. I got to get a picture with him." He just comes up and goes, "Where's the bathroom?" And I was like, "No, Carl Monday."
Some investigator.
That's what I was like. Yeah, we're first of all investigation skills.
Investigate
lax,
your way over to the
lax.
men's room. That's right.
But it was real heartbreaking when I was like, "Oh, I'm about to meet a local celebrity. It's gonna be."
Was that going to be a real
crazy."
feather in your cap?
That'd
Carl
been
Monday
pretty
goes, "Hey, you
cool.
were funny."
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't laugh much, but that
That's
was
what
pretty
I'm
funny.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brave in person as you'd expect. The thing about dealing with a predator is you know exactly what a predator is going to do. He had his chance today to talk to me, to explain his side of the story, to defend himself, but he chose not to do it, not even to continue his dramatic rants that he's been conducting on YouTube. Just wouldn't even come to the door. And I could hear him in the background, you know, calling the sheriff's department. Oh, he's out there with cameras.
Oh, that's why I thought maybe Chris Hansen got an escort or something.
Did you hear him starting to mock him? Oh, he's got a camera crew. Like, that's what he just
That's
did.
that kind of thing. So that's going to be a statement for now, I guess.
Posting yesterday from the hotel, making it look like it was from the hotel, I think he was home. He got here, I think, days ago because nobody in the hotel saw him. This morning when we've been waiting, you thought he was in the house. I didn't. He was in the house. So all the hunches, you know, from all your years of doing this have turned out to be true. The fact
Your
that
hunches from all the years of doing this.
I have a hunch.
And a lot of other people accuse the guy of doing this, too. Hey, Larry.
Alan,
What's up, Larry?
I hear you are mimicking me. I am Satan.
You what?
I am Satan terror.
What did he say?
He's Satan.
Oh,
I
he's
am
Satan.
Satan
Oh,
terror.
I think it's pronounced Satin.
Satan Durr.
Okay, what's up?
I didn't know Satan had a last name.
Why are you mimicking me?
Good question. Why would I be?
I don't know.
Well, because my screen says Larry. is Larry short for Lucifer? Have I been
That's his middle name.
wrong
That's what
the
they
whole
call
time?
him at the office.
Poundcake is stupid. I told them that.
He told you what?
I don't know. Maybe if I can understand what you're saying, Satan. Satan has no problem talking to me in my sleep. Why is he having trouble talking to me now?
I told him I was Lucifer, and he said Satan. Okay, same person. Dummy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe this is Satan. You know, he is a trickster. That's what they always told you
He's a deceiver.
in Catholic school.
Deception.
Why do you mimic me, Alan?
Disgrace.
Are you calling me from underwater by any chance?
No.
The underworld.
From hell.
Oh, the underworld, not underwater.
Is this going the way you thought it would
listen, what's what?
I'm just wondering if this is going as well as he thought it was going to go.
Is this going as well as you thought it would go? You got to shoot your shot, right? Around here?
Yeah.
You gotta get that mom's spaghetti on your shirt. You got one shot.
One opportunity.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe he had spaghetti in his mouth and he was trying to talk to me with his mouth full. Which, I mean, forget how unsafe that can be at high speeds. Rude.
Mm-hmm.
Insubordinate.
You'd think he'd
and
learn
churlish.
better manners.
You think he would. Chris Hansen's next show is going to be called To Catch a Restraining Order. All right? How can Chris Hansen tell you to have a seat if he shows up at your house?
That's what I'm saying. He brings his own stools.
Can I come in? Yeah, like that anybody watch Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
The dude who had the chair legs strapped to him all the time so he could just like pop them out and sit down wherever. The personal chair, I don't know what those are called, but
I like the idea of him with like those camper chairs just slung across his back, and he like pulls it out and pops it up. Have a seat.
Alan, that YouTube guy is Onision. Onision? Okay. Yeah, I don't know anything about... Again, I'm largely ignorant to the world of YouTube. I'm ignorant to so many things.
Well, the YouTube
but I'm certainly
gigantic, too.
True.
There's so many.
And I'm not a 13-year-old girl, so he'd clearly have no interest in me.
Hey, but I mean, now you have Chris Hansen as a prominent YouTuber. He's got 200,000 subscribers.
Does he?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have that many episodes. I feel like this is something he was just like, I guess I'll do this. I mean this. How's he paying for everything? He's got to live.
Each of these episodes has a lot of views.
Fake checks.
You get a lot. If you get a captive audience, you can make a lot of money on YouTube.
Maybe he's being endorsed by a chair company.
Might be.
Take a seat, Chris Hansen.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen from Moon Pods. Those big beanbag chairs.
Yeah.
I was seeing the moon pies you eat. I was like, is he a fat
those
guy?
too. I mean,
No, the Moon Pod. You get the
Moon Pod.
Yeah, you're sitting in a big beanbag chair. So, you are a pedophile. You're a predator. Well, and then you're like trying to get up out of it.
He's going to roll over on his side. Hey, just because I'm trying to catch predators doesn't mean that I don't want them comfortable. Yeah. The more comfortable people are, the more they open up.
The more they'll be, yeah.
That's right. I can get them to say things that they otherwise wouldn't admit were they in a more rigid chair. A moon pod, you're sitting trying to get out of it is the hard part, you know?
Just like he's trying to get out of those lies.
That's right. Oh, boy. Alan, I called a female friend of mine, Buddy, once, and she hasn't talked to me since.
She probably wanted to bang.
Listen, that is... is that what it is? He friend-zoned her, or vice versa?
I've had that happen, where I'd be interested in a dude and they would refer to what us talking as a friendship, and I'm like,
hey, pal.
Don't say that.
Well,
your friend.
But maybe you were being less overt than you thought you were. Maybe you were being too clever.
Coy?
Yeah, maybe. You know, it's a fine line to walk.
I have a lot of male friends. I don't need more.
It's a fine line to walk.
Mm-hmm.
Because guys can be a pain in the ass. You know this?
Yeah.
They don't want you to be too aggressive, but then they want you to kind of be.
Yeah.
And so you're left going...
You got to give us some signs. Let us know.
Come over and sit in my moon pod. Let's chop it up.
Can we share a moon pod, please?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good sign. If there's 2 moon pods and you're both in one, that's probably on. If there's 2 moon pods and you're each in your own.
Not a good idea.
That's a friend situation.
When there's one set of butt prints in the moon pod, that's when he was
Jesus
carrying
was
me.
there clapping cheeks.
Jesus was there. Should have asked Satan about that. Sounds like Satan had a full bowl of chili. All right. I will have those Incarceration Festival tickets for you. It's coming back to the Mansfield Reformatory this July. Limp Bizkit is back, and Weezer and Blink-182, Papa Roach and Mastodon, and many, many more. They got a killer lineup this year. So I'll have some 3-day weekend passes for you if you want to go. 35192 and a text for anything else. Hit me up there or AlanCoxShow.com.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.